All right, let's just look at two examples. We can play a couple games. So like I told you yesterday, we're going to compute the second derivative using implicit differentiation. So here, let's look at this. X squared plus y squared equals 4. Of course, you guys know what this graph is, right? Circle. You got to know this on the SAT and ACT, you know. All right, compute using implicit differentiation, compute the second derivative. So find d2y over dx squared. That's Leibniz's notation for the second derivative. So normally this would be a multiple choice problem on the AP exam. So term by term, what's the derivative of the first term? I hope you guys are good at this. 2x times the derivative of x, which is 1, plus, what's the derivative of y squared? 2 box to the first times the derivative of box, which is dy dx, or you can write y prime, whichever one you want. And of course, the derivative of any number is 0. So how do you solve for y prime? Well, there's only one term with y prime in it. So leave it on the left and put everything else on the right, and then divide. Y prime equal negative 2x over 2y. The 2's cancel out, so you get negative x over y. Now that's the first derivative. This will tell you the slope of the tangent line. Now we need to compute the second derivative. So same thing. We're going to take the derivative of both sides, term by term. So what's the derivative of the first derivative? The second derivative. So y double prime equals, and then I look at this and I say, ooh, that's a quotient. So what do you think? Quotient rule. Now, this minus sign, there's three things you can do. You can put it with the top, you can put it with the bottom, or put it in the middle. It doesn't matter to me. You guys pick. In the middle. Okay, so this is a constant. Throw it on the side like an unwanted pet. Yep. And then you take the derivative of this using the quotient rule. So low di, what is di? 1. I'll put the 1 there. Minus high d low y prime. Y prime all over denominator squared we go. That minus needs to be in the middle so we don't get confused. Okay, that's correct, but okay, you gotta be able to pick out the answer. See, that's gonna be the problem. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't look anything like this. What do I do with this y prime? You substitute this. This is equal to y prime. Substitute it in. So you get negative y minus x times y prime, which is negative x over y, all over y squared. And again, the hardest part is you're going to have to simplify this. Okay, so negative. So on the top, you get y plus x squared over y squared. So we have a fraction within a fraction. We call that a complex fraction. What's the simplest way to simplify a complex fraction? Multiply top and bottom by the LCD. Just like, okay, here. I just want to show you this to make sure everybody can do this. What if you saw this? 2/3 plus 1/6 all over 3/5, 3/4 minus 1/2. What's the simplest way to simplify this? Multiply top and bottom by 12, the least common denominator. You know why? Because then in the next step, no more fractions. So what do you got? 8 plus 2 over 9 minus 6 equals 10 over 3. Finished. So same thing here. Multiply top and bottom by the LCD, which is what? Y. Well, it's just y. Huh? This is like over 1 and over 1, yeah? So multiply top and bottom by y, and you got what? What is y times this? Y squared. Y times this, the y's cancel out. And then y times this is y cubed. Now, this is the correct answer. But on the AP exam, the 4 choices, that's not it. You know what it's going to read? It's going to be negative 4 over y cubed. Now some of you are going to say, what, girlfriend? Where did that thing come from? How come? Why is it that y squared plus x squared is equal to 4? Where is that? The original problem. Look. X squared plus y squared equals 4. So you can substitute it in. So yeah, so you can do calculus, you can do the work, but if you cannot pick out the answer, you're out of luck.
Wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Actually, never mind, I got it.
Yeah, so just use quotient rule when you're supposed to use quotient rule. Okay, one more example. I'm going to erase now. Okay, suppose I give you an equation, and this will definitely be on the next quiz. Both of these are going to be on the next quiz. 2x squared plus 3xy plus 4y squared. Okay, I don't know what the number is, because when I make your quiz, I'm going to make the answer come out nice. So if I just put any number here, I don't know if it's going to come on. Let's just put something here, but I'm going to change it later. Okay, because this is how I make a quiz. Okay, so this will be a tilted ellipse. You don't have to know that, okay? So here's the question. Find the points on this graph. You don't have to know what the graph is. So that the tangent line is part A, horizontal, and then part B, vertical. So on the AP exam, they're going to ask you one of these. They're not going to do both. So if the graph is I don't even know which way it tilts. Okay, let's just say it tilts that way. How do you find the 2 points on this tilted ellipse where the tangent line is horizontal? You set the derivative equal to 0 because the derivative tells you the slope of the tangent line. So how do I take the derivative of something that looks like this? Implicit differentiation. That's what we're studying. So term by term, what's the derivative of the first term? You guys should be good at this. 4x times the derivative of x, which is 1, right? Now over here I have a product. You gotta use the product rule. Now what do you want to do? Throw the 3 on the side or group it with the x? Yeah, I'm going to give you the tricks of the trade. Group it with the x, because otherwise you got to distribute the 3 in a later step. So if you do it now, you don't have to worry about it. Derivative of the first, leave the second one alone. Leave the first one alone, derivative of the second, y prime. See how the 3 is already distributed in? That saves you a step. And then what's the derivative of 4y squared? Is it just 8y? No, because the derivative of y is y prime, right? Remember? That's why you guys did last night's homework. There was homework last night. Equals, and of course the derivative of any number is 0. So no matter what number I put there, like I said, I'm gonna change it later. Now how do I solve for dy dx? Well, you leave all the y primes on one side and throw everything else on the... Anyway, for those of you who did the homework, did you guys get to the stage where you can just look at it and write down the answer? Yeah. Here like this, look, y prime equals, you see these two things, you're going to move them on this side, so don't they become negative 4x minus 3y? And then, if you factor out the y prime, you're going to have 3x plus 8y, and that's the thing that you divide by. Tricks of the trade. Okay, so that's the derivative. Now we want to know when is the derivative equal to 0. So look at this. What will make a fraction 0? When the top is 0 or the bottom? When the top is 0. So to do part A, all you have to do is make the numerator equal to 0. You get 1 point on the AP exam just for writing that on your paper. And some of you guys gotta learn, you gotta write stuff down now, write derivatives. You gotta write things down. Some of you are doing too much in your head. Because when we grade AP exams, they tell us you cannot predict what they're thinking. It has to be written on the paper. Okay, but we're trying to find the points on this graph. So what do you think I'm gonna do? Yeah, you have to solve this equation with this one. So what you do is you solve for one of the variables. Which variable do you want to solve for? It doesn't matter. Okay, y. So negative 3y equals 4x. Divide by negative 3. Negative 4x over 3. Take this and plug it into this equation. This is a problem on tonight's homework, but I think, and they don't even think about making the problem come out nice. It's just ghastly their answers. So here we go. 2x squared plus 3xy, which is this, plus 4y squared equals 5, but I'm going to change that number so it comes out nice. Okay, now you get only one variable, so everybody here should be able to solve it, right? So simplify. 2x squared, the 3's cancel out, so what is that? Minus 4x squared, plus, what is 4 times 16? 64x squared over 9 equals some number, right? Okay, so this is negative 2x squared, so isn't that like negative 18x squared over 9? So what is negative 18x squared over 9 plus 64x squared over 9?
Negative.
What? Negative.
Oh, negative.
Positive 46. 46x squared over 9. See, this is... So if I want to make the answer come out nice, you know what I would make this number here? 46. So now, this is how I make problems. So I'm going to make this number 46, because now the answer is going to come out nice, right? Look, the 46's cancel out, and you get x squared equal 9. That's what I do. The book, they don't care about what answers they get. So if x squared equals 9, what is x? Plus or minus 3. So these are the 2 points where the tangent line is horizontal. So one answer is going to, and I remember previous quizzes, some of you are not giving points. If it says find the points, you got to give x and y coordinates in parentheses now. So I got the x coordinates, how do I get the y coordinates? Should I plug it back into this monstrosity here? Yeah, you can, but what about just plugging it into this one? Y is simply negative 4/3 times the x coordinate. Multiply this by negative 4/3. Really? Negative 4. Multiply that by negative 4/3. 4. Those are the 2 points. That's how I make my answers come out nice. Question?
What's the negative 18x squared over 9?
Oh, I changed the 2x squared to that. See, because 2x squared minus 4x squared is negative 2x squared. But if I have to add it with that, you're going to make a least common denominator, yeah? So that's like negative 2x squared. Okay, and then part B, I'm not going to do the whole thing because you guys know how it works. How do you find, I'm going to draw a new one. How do you find the 2 points where the tangent line is vertical? Well, what is the slope of a vertical line? Undefined. Well, here's the derivative. What would make this undefined? The denominator is 0. See the difference between the two? Okay, so what you do is you simply make the denominator equal to 0, solve for one of these variables. I guess most people would do y, yeah? I don't know if that's true. And then what do you think we're going to do with this? You take this and you plug it in just like we did over there. And you do the same thing. So yes, you're going to have this problem up, well, both of the problems on tonight's homework. These are the harder implicit differentiation problems. Not that bad though, right? It's just algebra. There's only one step that involves calculus. That's right here. Your question.
Where you wrote 46x squared over 9 equals 46, how did you get to x squared equals positive 9?
Say that again?
How did you get that x squared equals positive 9?
Multiply both sides by 9, because when you cancel out this 46's, isn't this going to be a 1?
Yeah.
And then you multiply both sides by 9, right? So the 9 goes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you know when I give you a problem that I made, if you're doing something and it just comes out really ghastly, the numbers are horrific, probably you made a mistake, because when I write a problem, I like my answers to come out like this. So then when I correct it, it's easier to correct too, right? Okay, any questions on this? All right, we're done for today. We're not gonna go. We got 14 minutes. We can play at least one game.
A potato is not a vegetable.
The start.
They cheated.
Okay, what happened here?
Oh, where is she?
Hey, stop looking at my email.
Yeah, no, just one second. I forgot. Okay.
Oh, good thing you didn't look at my email. Mr. Takeuchi sent me an email.
Mr. Park,
A secret email, yes.
you remember when I was asking you about simplifying earlier?
Yeah.
Can you leave it unfactored if you know nothing cancels?
No, you want it factored because that's how you make a number line. The only way you can make a number line is it's gotta be factored.
Like when we're not doing like the number line stuff, or like just like
But we are gonna be doing number. I'm trying to, see, because when you have something like this, you don't want that. You want this. Because you know on the number line you can put -2 and 2. Don't worry, I'm telling you, 2 chapters from now, every single problem could have a number line. Okay, how should we play this game? Just boys against girls.
What's the
game?
Okay, but I don't want you guys yelling out the answer. Should we just go one person at a time?
What's the game? Yes.
Well, I don't know, I don't want to tell you yet.
It's just slap the table.
Kara, do you guys ever go to New York City?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go to the Museum of Math?
Oh, this is
Really?
awesome.
Yeah. This is in the bathroom at the Museum of Math. Mr. Masunaga said, when you go there, you gotta go to the bathroom. And so I did. Isn't that kind of neat? Look at the sink. You guys notice that? It's a pentagon on the top, but in the bottom, on the bottom of the sink, it's a triangle.
Does it drain well?
Yeah.
It's mathematical. Yeah, it trained well. Okay, so much for that.
Oh, looks like.
Okay, the category is movies about mathematics. So how are we gonna do? Okay, how about you, the first one to say it out, but don't yell, because we don't want particles going all over. These are movies involving math.
Yeah.
No, I know how we should play this. Wait, give me a scratch paper. There. Who's gonna go first? Are there more girls or more boys?
Well, the-
Okay, boys go first. Boys go. Okay, the boys get the first one, and if you don't get it, so you guys can confer, so you don't have to yell, yeah? And then if you don't get it, the girls can steal. Okay, here we go. Movies involving mathematics. Boys.
That's the only one.
It's Inception, trust me.
Indiana Jones. That's the professor. I have no.
Russell Crowe was the professor.
I'm just joking. That's Russell Crowe. That's who that is. We don't know.
Okay, girls can steal.
You guys know what you.
The what?
That's not.
No.
That's not. What?
Okay, you know what? I forgot the title, but it ain't.
Forrest
No, it's not Forrest Gump. Oh, Gladiator, that's what it is. No, it's not Gladiator. How can I forget this? Well, that's because that's what happens.
The limit does not.
Once I hit 55 years old, it's all downhill. Okay, girls' turn.
I wonder if they ever actually.
Okay, that's Good Will Hunting. Girls get the point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll come to me by the time we get to the end of this game. Okay, boys' turn.
Send and deliver.
Stand and deliver. You guys remember that scene?
Yeah.
You think you're the finger man, eh? You guys remember that, right?
Wearing like
Yes.
a jelly bean hat.
Okay, girls,
Oh, I watched it.
I watched this.
in PCH.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I watched this in like.
This is one of the best Disney movies of all time.
forget what it's called.
Okay, whose turn is it? Girls? Girls?
Yeah.
Don't
It's actually a full-length movie. No? Okay, boys can steal.
Isn't this the one about like marriage law and stuff?
It's called Donald in Math Magic Land.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Okay, is it the boys'
That's
turn?
so easy.
Wait, is it boys?
Yeah.
Boys.
Oh.
Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange.
No, that's not our guess. That's not our
Infinity War.
What? Look at the background.
guess.
Okay, girls can steal.
Battery bill.
Imitation game is correct.
Imitation crab is in.
That's how they broke the code of the Germans in
Oh.
World War II.
I know it was a war movie, but I didn't know what it was.
Okay, girls' turn.
Hidden
Okay.
figures.
Hidden figures is
Do you
correct.
think they actually write like actual?
Okay, boys.
Or they just like write?
Boys,
Jurassic Park.
you have Jurassic
That's
Park.
Jurassic
Correct.
Park.
Oh, I love Jurassic
I got one.
You don't know the original Jurassic Park? I guess
Yeah, I
not.
do.
All right, girls.
Huh?
Well, if you're in PCH, we watched a lot of these movies.
That's not Peter.
That's just Star Wars. That's the.
I forget the.
No, it's not Indiana Jones. Girls can steal.
Wait, no,
No,
it was the girls.
Okay, boys can steal.
No, no idea.
You take the red ball.
Geometric space.
It's called Flatland.
Father.
Flatland. Did you guys read the book? Did you guys, Mr. Bostonaga makes his students read the book?
Oh, wait.
Sometimes.
He did.
We did it.
No, we read Barbie.
You serious?
Okay, boys.
We read us a Barbie book.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is correct.
Oh, I actually watched.
The limit does not exist.
I didn't understand.
Do I have to show you this video?
Yeah.
Okay, I will after we finish this game.
I never.
So, oh, it's tied up, 3-3. Girls, girls.
Is it like gifted?
I know this.
Is it gifted?
What?
Gifted?
Thor.
Gifted is correct.
He's everything.
Four.
Yeah, that's Thor.
What were you guys gonna, what does he play? Captain
not
America.
Thor, that's
Captain
Captain
America.
No, he's pointing at the one on the left.
Okay, boys, turn. Boys.
What? Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Why are these pictures coming out so small? I don't know.
The guy
Frankenstein.
from,
No.
With the lion.
Not even
It's the
close.
dog
The
movie.
Brokeback of Notre Dame or whatever it's called.
Hunchback of What? That's a computer right there. That's a supercomputer. Okay, girls can steal.
That's the broke this one.
No, it's called pie.
Frankenstein.
Pie. Okay, boys.
Fault in Our Stars.
Yup, Fault in Our Stars.
Wait, that?
That's not a math movie.
Because remember, okay, she said that some infinities are bigger than other infinities.
Oh.
And then she made the Venn diagram.
That's actually a
I didn't watch it.
I'm trying to remember the Venn diagram was something like, was it virgins?
That's a good one. What the hell?
And then boys with one leg or something like that?
That's.
Does that sound familiar? But then at the end, then the boys with one leg were like this. Do I have to explain this? This is not 8th grade health.
That's AB.
Okay, so girls,
Okay, I said.
Yeah, I don't get it.
girls,
Oh, I forget this one.
I'll give you a hint. It's about the first woman mathematician. Her name is Hypatia. I don't think you're gonna get it. Boys can.
Which trials?
This is Sparta. That one. 300.
No. Okay, boys can steal.
Edge of Tomorrow.
It was good.
Harry
Girls'
Potter.
turn, right?
Harry Potter.
Okay, nobody got that, so it's 4-4.
Oh,
Wait, what is it?
That was called.
It's called Agora. Agora.
Oh, I heard of
I think it means marketplace in Greek.
Marketplace, that's the.
Okay, boys' turn.
Is this still also the boys that love you?
that. No.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay, the theme is this boy met the girl. She's from China.
Fresh out the boat.
He is on the American Mathematical Olympiad team, and she's on the Chinese Mathematical Olympiad team.
Karate Kid.
Okay, girls can steal. It's called a young brilliant mind or X plus Y.
Is it not?
Okay, girls,
Jaden Smith.
girls.
Wait, I know that guy.
I think this came out like just 2 years
Oh,
ago.
that's that kind. Zuko. That's Zuko. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The real action, the action.
that's
live
live
action. The live action one.
Is it like a pie, is it?
No, no. Okay, boys can steal.
Avatar.
The man who knew
The live
infinity.
action one though.
It's about Srinivasa Ramanujan.
Schrodinger.
No, that's Zuko.
What is that?
Okay, boys,
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh, is this the? It's like.
and it's not Spider-Man.
The
No,
Night
it's like
Before
this clause.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Iron Man.
No, yeah, no, it actually is. I think it's like.
That's the girl from Iron Man, but it's not Iron
No,
Man.
but it's like a mini Santa Claus. Or like.
The
No.
Night Before Christmas.
Okay, anybody, can anybody
Oh
get
wait,
this?
no, this is the Santa movie.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No,
Like,
she
where
was
he.
It's called proof. Proof.
Oh,
mathematical
She
proofs.
can't be making Santa Claus.
Wait, what is it called?
Ooh!
No, the girl, it's the girls, it's the girls.
It's called Crew.
Anybody?
Inferno.
No.
Is it actually a Santa?
Oh, wait.
No, one guess per person.
Alright.
Don't whisper! Just for that, the girls get the point.
Code.
It's called the Da Vinci Code.
Ocean 7.
Ocean's 8.
What? That's a picture.
That doesn't give us.
It's like
The
a
Tesseract.
Yeah.
The Thor.
Huh?
Wrinkle in Time.
Iron Man?
Close.
Iron Woman.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2! Okay, it's 5-5.
Iron Woman.
Whoever gets the next point is the winner.
It's called Crew.
Oh!
Literally no.
Is that
What?
No, this is the poker movie. This is the poker movie.
Yeah.
They learn how to count.
Yeah, they don't want to come.
MIT, and they went to
They
You
count
go to
Counting
Vegas
cards.
and
Now
get
you
caught.
see me. And,
No!
That's not that, that's the guy.
I watched this movie. It was so good.
It's called 21.
Yeah.
Listen now.
Okay, girls win.
Oh,
There you go. Alright, I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
When you're the eggs, though.
Wait, what was the Santa movie called?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Is that a Santa movie, though?
I love how my girlfriend is already so bad.
Yeah, wait. Crew?
Hey,
E-R-A.
you know.
I guess
Hey,
I can
let me open the door.
Move it up.